Okay.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bobcat Gymnasium. Ben McCullough, Murphy Horning alongside the game. About a minute from tip here is Grandview taking on 1-4 Liberty Union. Grandview sits at 3-3, but 3-1 within the MSL. So in pretty good shape as far as league-wise goes. But Grandview looking to get a big win against Liberty Union today, a team that they haven't beat at home in about 15 years.
15 years. Cats, their last win against them was in 2010. The record may not show it this year, but this Liberty Union Lion program, this is a proud program. They got to the state championship last year. They had the Division III Player of the Year, and they haven't had a losing season in a decade plus. So
Right.
this is a good program with a good track record, even though they are 1-4. But this will be a tough game here tonight.
Absolutely, and Grandview's led by the two freshmen, actually, Taylor Pierce and Hannah Yoakum. Both of them lead them in scoring. Hannah Yoakum has hit 9 threes. That leads Grandview, and Taylor averages about 17 points a game. So those are the two to look out for scoring-wise as we'll get set for our national anthem and then the tip-off. There's our national anthem as we're
Quite a stirring rendition there.
as we're about set to get our starting lineups in. But talk a little bit about Taylor and Hannah, the two freshmen that have really led Grandview so far to this 3-3 start.
And another person you need to know is Casey Murphy.
course,
She's
of
done.
course.
She's the Cats' top senior. She's averaging 8 points a game.
Yep.
She's doing a fantastic job. From a leadership standpoint, she
Yes.
is the key.
For sure, and she's the big one down low for Grandview, so that'll be a key tonight against Liberty Union. Let's go through Grandview's schedule a little bit here. They started off against Bern Union, lost by 6 in that one, and then lost to Eastmore Academy. A big loss to Eastmore Academy after that. Then bounced back with 2 league wins against Worthington Christian and Columbus Academy. Dropped a close one to Bexley, and then
Very
just beat,
competitive game.
Yes.
John and I did that one.
yes, and then just lost to Whitehall
Just beat Whitehall.
just beat Whitehall 3 days ago, beat them by 20, and that leaves them at, again, 3-1 in the MSL Ohio, which is in pretty good shape at this point. And then after this, we'll face Fairbanks and then Wellington, so their last chance for a while to play a team in
Right.
league.
Right.
Get set for the starting lineups here. We're about a couple minutes away from tip. It looks like the starters for Grandview will be Casey Murphy, Hannah Yoakum, Jayla Copeland, Emma Hall, and Taylor Pierce.
Okay.
Grandview not very deep, so only play about 7 or 8 people
Right,
per
yeah,
game.
but
So
The Cats, they're gonna have to be top heavy this year. They're gonna need those big stars, Pierce, Yoakum, Murphy, to
Yes.
get the job done this year.
let's go through this
So,
Liberty Union starting
Edie
lineup.
Savage,
Looks like 23.
LeBron James,
Yeah.
Claudia Rogers.
Yep. And then number 33, Mallory Martins. And then it looks like number 34, Jenna Makuch. to finish things off for the Liberty Union Lions. So
Makuch, yeah, we'll try. Good luck.
We'll go with that.
What's the over-under on pronunciations for that name
All
tonight?
right. Here comes
Emma Hall, I
Grandview.
think you see Pierce, Yoakum.
Yeah, it was Pierce first off the bench, followed by Yoakum, then Emma Hall, Casey Murphy, and Jayla Copeland. So that's the 5 for Grandview as we're about set to go. Here from Bobcat Gymnasium, 1-4, Liberty Union 3-3. Grandview as Coach Brian O'Mara brings his starting 5 over to her. A quick talk before we get started.
Players are still huddled, but now looks like we're about ready to go.
Yeah, again, Grandview coached by Brian O'Mara, like I mentioned.
I play while you're true. All right, we're good.
Sorry for that. We're about set to go here, and there's Liberty Union who's going to get a travel on. Makuch there, number 34, to start things off. Just 11 seconds in here, and now Grandview has it. It'll be Hannah Yoakum to dribble it up and get things started for Grandview. Finds Taylor Pierce, and then it works its way over to Emma Hall in the corner. Pierce, Copeland, they'll work it around, and their offense looks like it's a 5-out offense here. All guards on the outsides for Grandview as we're going to get
foul on the inside on Liberty.
Yoakum tried to go inside there and blocking foul. Let's see who that was on. I'm not sure who it was on. It's number 23. That's Claudia Rogers for the Lions. Here's Yoakum in the corner and drives in, and I think she traveled.
Yep.
She found Casey Murphy, but not after about a couple steps there. A couple steps too many for Yoakum.
30 seconds in, both teams have traded turnovers.
And now Liberty has it. It's going to be Rogers to start things off. She hands it to Edie. And now it's Makuch with it out top. Makuch working on Jayla Copeland. Goes to Martins, who drives in. Now back out to Edie, who's guarded by Yoakum, and she travels as well. So another turnover for the Lions, and another turnover in this game. To start,
3
still
possessions,
no score.
3 turnovers.
No scoring so far, about 50 seconds in. Now Yoakum with it back, and she'll get the offense started. Still 5 on the outside, nobody inside for Grandview within this offense.
Yeah, Cats, they're really working on the outside today.
Emma Hall just inside the line. Misses, but Yoakum ends up with it. Thought she got fouled, didn't. Casey Murphy puts it up and couldn't get it to go, so still no scoring here. And now Rogers has it for the Lions. Rogers drives in on Taylor Pierce. Couldn't get it to go, and Emma Hall brings it down and gets it quickly to Yoakum.
She's the Cats' top rebounder. She's the tallest person on the team. That three's gonna go off the front rim.
And she's gonna launch a second one, and this one's good. Casey Murphy from 3, and that's what makes her so dangerous. She can score from the outside as well, so she gets the scoring started for Grandview.
Yeah, she's a strong shooter, and she knocked that one straight through.
Now we're going to get a jump ball. Good defense again by Murphy, number 44.
Possession arrow in favor of Liberty Union.
Yeah, it's going to stay here.
So not dissimilar to high school, or not dissimilar to college. They have a possession arrow as opposed to the NBA where they have a straight-up jump ball.
So Liberty to inbound it here. That's a deep 3 by Rogers. Off the mark, and Casey Murphy brings it in. Now Jayla Copeland finds Pierce up front for a lay-in. Nice pass that time, Jayla Copeland.
The Cats going real fast in transition there to keep the Lion defense napping, and Cats are off to a good start.
Yep, 5-0, couple minutes in to this one. Here's Liberty Union now. It's Edie, goes up with the right hand, couldn't get it to go, and Murphy brings it down. Here comes Grandview in transition. Oh, Emma Hall couldn't bring it in. Yoakum was trying to find her in transition.
They just couldn't connect there. Maybe the timing was off a little bit, but good idea.
Grandview clearly trying to push the ball quickly up the floor in transition early in this one. Again, 5-0 Grandview, 5:30 to play in this first quarter. Here's Rogers, excuse me, that was Makuch with it. This is going to be Rogers, another deep three. This one she hits, and she's got to be the shooter for the Lions because she shot a couple deep ones and got that one to go. Now Yoakum will take a three of her own. That's
Both teams are not afraid to shoot the deep ball tonight.
That's for sure, as Casey Murphy got that rebound, and then Copeland went up and got fouled. Job by Jayla Copeland that time, bringing it in, taking the contact, so she'll go to the line for 2.
The Cats playing much faster after the first sequences that they tried to just work on the outside, but that wasn't working, and the Cats are having faster transitions now. They're getting into the paint, and this first free throw's no good.
Yeah, Copeland off the mark on the first one.
We'd like to give a shout out to our cameraman Pete Dunkel, as well as our stats guy Gavin Van Horn. This is his first day on the job. I can tell he's been begging me to get up here, and he finally has his chance. So live the dream, buddy.
Oh, good defense that time by Murphy, cutting off the pass to Rogers. Still Liberty Union ball on the side. Grandview active defensively, especially Casey Murphy. She's been in on almost every play.
And she has a 3 today, but Murphy, yes. I'd say she's been the Cats' most prominent player so far tonight.
Yep, through 3 minutes. Now Makuch with it up top. She's looking for somebody, finds Rogers over there. You got to be careful. She's willing to launch. She's shown that already here in this first quarter. This time she drives in, kicks out. Edie, who fires a 3 off the mark, and Emma Hall has it. Now Yoakum getting pressured. Yeah, definitely a foul.
They have one person hang in the offensive zone while the last 4 defenders play half court.
Looked like Yoakum got fouled twice that time. Got the second call.
I noticed that too.
Now she has it, and she'll get things started for Grandview offensively once again. This time trying to find her, turned it over, did Casey Murphy, and Makuch will lead the break. Good defense that time by Jayla Copeland, and she throws it away.
Misconnection there.
Copeland cut her off at the free throw line, and then she threw it away, so Grandview gets it back.
(6-3) the score here. Cat with 4:10 left.
Emma Hall out top. Throws a tough pass to Jayla Copeland, gets it to her in the corner. Now up to Casey Murphy. Back to Copeland, and they'll reset. Murphy drives in, physically goes up and draws a foul. Nice drive that time. Casey Murphy, she'll go to the
second foul the Cats have drawn to that particular situation.
Grandview again leading at 6-3 about halfway through this first quarter. Murphy at the line for 2. First one good.
7-3.
Grandview running that motion offense. We're going to get a timeout called by Liberty Union, so we'll take a quick break. 3:53 to play in the first quarter. Grandview leading it by 4. Back, 3:53 to play in the first quarter. Grandview leading at 7-3. Casey Murphy at the line for one more free throw. It's good. So 5 points early for Casey Murphy, and Grandview leading it by that margin. And now they'll defend Liberty Union. Makuch sends it over to number 30, who just entered into the game, Allie Bradford. She works on Taylor Pierce. This is number 3, Kaylee Savage, who misses the free throw, or excuse me, the layup, and here comes Grandview on the other end quickly. Yoakum over to Pierce and to Casey Murphy, who will launch that 3. She's shown that, and she hits another one.
That's her second of the game. Looked like Yoakum, she wanted to shoot a 3 there, but wise move to kick it out there. And, yep, that's her second 3 of the game. It's been a dangerous weapon for the Bobcats.
Yeah, 8 points for Murphy so far here in this first quarter, off to a fast start. Here's Savage, excuse me, that's Edie down low, makes a layup. Cut the deficit to 6. Now Grandview back on offense. Yoakum just barely gets that pass through. Murphy pulls up way off, but looks like Emma Hall is down there. Now both teams fighting for it. We're going to get a foul called on Liberty Union.
Cats, they've been the more disciplined team so far. Liberty Union has 5 fouls. Cats don't have any.
Yeah. And it looks like number 22, Kennedy, Putnam, into the game for the first time. She takes out Savage. Emma Hall looking to enter it in. She finds Yoakum. Yoakum drives, has to be a foul, yeah. So that's a 6th team foul already on Liberty Union.
One
here
away
in this
from
first
the bonus.
quarter. Yeah, already in the bonus now.
Well, 1 away from that.
Right. The next foul will be shooting free throws, and that's a huge advantage for Grandview.
We'll have to give a plug for our next broadcast on Saturday. It's the boys' game versus Bishop Watterson. I know I'll be here for that. Ben, are you going to be available for that?
Yeah, I coach the freshman team, so
Oh.
I'll be down there. I'm not going to be broadcasting.
Yeah,
but
conflict of interest.
Yeah, conflict of interest for sure. I'll be down there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a big one. Hopefully we can get a big crowd out here, and if not, definitely tune into the broadcast. As this is Makuch drives and scores for
Makuch.
Liberty Union.
Yeah, you're right, Makuch. Cats are having trouble stopping her
And
so
then
far tonight.
Yeah,
and
she steals it from Yoakum
here's
now.
Makuch again.
Yeah, she stole it from Yoakum, and she's got it back now. Sends it over for 3.
Ooh.
That was number 30, Allie Bradford.
Didn't get to go.
Yeah, off the glass and no good, and now Murphy leads the break. Stay in this open post motion, and that allows Emma Hall to drive in, but Pierce cleans it up.
Yeah, Hall, I thought that was going to go in. She just didn't get the roll there, but Pierce converted.
Yeah, that motion offense allows Pierce and Murphy to both attack from the outsides. Good job by Grandview so far here in this first quarter. Minute 30 to play, lead by 6. Shot off the mark, but it's rebounded by Edie, who puts up another one, no good. And now Martins has it down low, and she's fouled.
Looking at Coach Brian O'Mara, he thought that the Cats could have been more disciplined there. He didn't, I don't know, he either didn't like the call or he didn't.
And that was on Taylor Pierce, her first. So Martins will go to the line for 2. Again, 13-7, the Grandview lead. First one up and good.
It's 13-8.
Mallory Martins, the sophomore, the only sophomore on this Liberty Union varsity team, as she loads
She's
up
the only
for a second one.
underclassman in general, yeah.
Yep, and she knocks them both down, so 13-9 the score. Grandview on the other end now. Emma Hall with it, finds Yoakum. Wants to shoot, but drives in. The little floater is off the mark, and now here comes the Lions. Goes all the way in, blocked by Emma Hall, but she's called for a foul with the body. Definitely got a lot of that
ball.
ball.
Much to the dismay of the amateur referees in the student section.
Got a lot of ball there on that one, but it was Lauren Wagner who just entered the game, and she'll go to the line. And in a quarter where it kind of feels like Grandview's dominated, only up 4. She makes the first, cut the lead to 3.
Well, Cats have committed a couple fouls, and Liberty Union is 3 for 3, shooting shots from shots from the charity stripe. Make that 3 for 4.
Second one's off. Murphy battling for it and gets it. And here comes Grandview on offense. Yoakum leading the break. Finds Taylor Pierce, who tries to go up and under, but she stepped out of bounds first.
Oh.
So another turnover for Grandview.
She doesn't seem to like the call there. I thought there's a chance they're going to call a foul there, but
Under a minute to play, 13-10, the Bobcat lead. Allie Bradford with it out top. She finds Putnam in the corner, who launches and knocks down a three. Putnam's
deep
first
shot
points.
from the left wing. Great execution.
Liberty Union has had 6 different scorers here in this first quarter, and now it's all tied up. Taylor Pierce curls, kicks out. Murphy, another three.
Oh.
No good. Rebounded by the Lions. Here comes Edie, leading the break, and she's fouled by Yoakum, pushed her from behind. So Yoakum's first, 20 seconds to play. Would assume the Lions would hold for the last shot here, and at worst, be tied going into that second quarter. 15 seconds now. Edie with it out top, guarded by Yoakum. Putnam, another three, no good. Rebounded down there by Taylor Pierce. 5 seconds on the clock, got to go quickly. Splits the defense, puts up a shot from half court.
Oh.
No good. Rebounded by Mackenzie Bush.
Well, she got more on the
couldn't-
shot than I thought she did. I
she
thought it was
did. So she couldn't get it to go, and that is the end of the first quarter. 13-13. Casey Murphy led the Bobcats in scoring with 8. And it looks like Kennedy Putnam and Claudia Rogers both knocked down threes, and they led in the scoring for the Lions. So we'll be back for the second quarter here, 13-13. Back here for the second quarter. A second quarter that's been friendly to Grandview. They've outscored opponents 85-58 in second quarters this year, so that's definitely something to keep our eyes on, something they've been successful at so far, at least through the early stages of this year as they start with the ball here. It's Yoakum out top. Same 5 on the floor. Mackenzie Bush in there for Jayla Copeland, and she traveled. Grandview's only played 6, and I think Liberty Union's played almost their entire bench over there, so that's definitely 2 sides of the spectrum as far as depth goes for each team.
Mackenzie Bush just coming into the game here.
Yeah.
But
now the Lions with it. This is Bradford with it. She launches, no good.
oh,
Rebounded by Putnam. Good 3-point shooter. She'll throw up another one, no good. Rebounded by Emma Hall.
Cats might want to send more defenders to the perimeter there. The Lions are really relying on that 3-point shot.
Yeah. Murphy with it to Yoakum. All the way to the corner, Mackenzie Bush. Cats patient offensively. But Yoakum ends that patience, throws up a 3, no good. Rebounded by Bush, who finds Emma Hall.
Ooh.
Couldn't get it to go. Pierce finally
There we go.
does. So Pierce with 6 points now for the Bobcats. Now Bradford will walk it up for the Lions. Grandview leading at 15-13, 6:50 to play in the second quarter. This is Edie on the wing, looking for something. Putnam now out top and swings it over to Bradford. Speaking of patience offensively, exactly what the Lions are right now. Putnam drives on Hall, puts it up with the left hand. It was blocked by Emma Hall, so Liberty Union keeps possession. Oh, wide open layup. That's number 33, Martins. Worked her way all the way wide open at the block and scores for the Lions.
Martins has 4 points on the game.
Now Yoakum drives in, right-handed floater, gets it to go, and 1.
Count it.
finally Hannah Yoakum on the board scoring-wise for Grandview. We're going to get 3 new ones on the court for Liberty Union. Number 34, Makuch. Number 3, Savage, come on, as well as number 23, Rogers. All on for the Lions. And Yoakum will just look to cap off her 3-point play.
Ooh. Oh, almost a good rebound by Emma Hall there.
Almost a steal by Hannah Yoakum, but she was out of bounds as she tried to save it. So now the Lions bring it up down 2, 5:50 to play, 5:55 to play here in the second quarter. This is Makuch, nice cut that time by Martin. She puts it up and was fouled by Murphy. And keep an eye on fouls. Is that Casey Murphy's second foul? I think it is. Nope, just her first. So Martins goes to the line for 2. Fouls starting to even themselves out a little bit now as we get into this second quarter. For a while,
Cats are on a 4-1 run in terms of fouls.
Martins knocks down the first one. As Copeland entered for Mackenzie Bush, so the starting 5 on the court for Grandview as Martins knocks down both free throws. So she's got 6 points to lead the Lions. Now Yoakum gets it started, and it looks like Casey Murphy couldn't handle the pass, and she stepped out of bounds. So another turnover for Grandview. Been a little shaky offensively here in the second quarter. Started fast, but now not much going for them on the offensive side.
Yeah, Cats, they're turning the ball over more. They're committing more fouls. It's
sloppy.
sloppy
so
too
far in the
sloppy. Yeah, but Cats avoided that in the first stanza, and they need to get back to that again.
Makuch back cut to Putnam, puts it up with the left hand. Nice play that time, and Putnam scores. She's got 5.
She's 5 points. I think what you just what you just said.
Nice cut that time by Casey Murphy. She puts it up and scores. There you go.
10, I believe.
It is double digits for Casey Murphy here in this first half. And we're knotted up at 19. 3 minutes gone here in this second quarter. Makuch up top, swings it over to Putnam. Putnam guarded by Copeland. Works its way all the way over to Rogers. Back up Makuch, number 34, now all the way back to Putnam in the corner. Liberty Union Patience got the back cut again. They got to make sure that they're defending that. They almost got it again. 23, Rogers couldn't find her. There we go. That's number 33, Martins again. So the leading scorer for the Lions, 8 points.
8 point, yep.
Yeah. So she's got it going here offensively for Liberty Union. And, yep, Jayla Copeland shuffled her feet there on the wing. So another turnover for Grandview. And they find themselves trailing now 21-19.
The Cats, they've shown the ability to score. They just need to avoid the mistakes. They're committing more fouls and another traveling violation there.
They work it in. That's Putnam put it up. It was blocked, and now here comes Grandview on the other end. Casey Murphy puts it up. They're going to call a charge. I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
That's an interesting call down there. She was very low and backpedaling the whole way. I think that's a bad call. I think they missed that one. But a charge on Casey Murphy, and that's her second foul. So she has to come out of the game, and in comes Mackenzie Bush. So the same 6 have played for Grandview. Putnam drives in. That's number 13, Cassidy Howland, for the first time. She misses a layup, and now Grandview has it in transition. Yoakum with it at the top of the key. Copeland up to Emma Hall. Hall was alone for a second, elected
Oh.
against it. Casey Murphy picking up her second foul is big for the Bobcats. They're going to have to find a way to find some scoring without her in there. As Emma Hall, jumper from just inside the three-point line is no good. 3:20 to play. Still a 2-point lead for Liberty Union. Rogers from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Martins, who puts it up and one. Mallory Martins now in double figures with 10
Liberty Union
points.
doing the same thing that the Cats did early on in the first quarter. They're getting in the paint, they're shooting contested shots, and they're drawing fouls, and that's what Liberty Union did just there.
And now Hannah Yoakum has 2 fouls, so
She'll have to
Isabel
take a seat for a few minutes.
Isabel Girardi is going to come in for the first time, and that's probably going to do it for Yoakum and Murphy for the remainder of the half. You definitely don't want them picking up their 3rd foul here in the second quarter. As Martins missed the free throw.
That's Martin. She has 10 points on the day.
Taylor Pierce might have to step up scoring-wise for the Bobcats without Yoakum and Murphy on the floor. It's going to be an interesting 3 minutes, see if Grandview can survive it. Now down 4. Putting them up to Martins. Martins to Makuch. Looks like Grandview went into a little 3-2 zone. But
Yeah, they're trying to front load, which was what I was saying.
Here comes Copeland. She'll run the point here for Grandview with Yoakum out. Emma Hall with it out top. 2:25 to play here in the second quarter. Again, Grandview trailing it by 4. Copeland drives in. No contact there. Thought she got fouled down there, but no call. Up quickly. This is Greenwood drives in and scores.
Oh, great play by Greenwood to maneuver her way out of traffic there and get an easy layup. And Lions now lead by 6, 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Excuse me, that was Rogers to score that time.
Rogers, excuse me.
Yeah. So she's got 5 points. Kenzie Bush puts up a shot. No good.
Almost got to go on the back roll.
And Grandview struggling to score offensively without those 2 key players. And another 3 by Rogers. She has 8 points, and Liberty Union now leads it by 9.
Cats are in a hole now. They're down by 9.
Yeah, they were in a game that really felt they were under control of in the first quarter, now trailing by 9. Played sloppy here in the second quarter and picked up some foul trouble. Now Copeland drives in, and she stops the bleeding a little bit, so she'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Cats, they do need to take advantage here.
And give the Lions credit, they've limited Taylor Pierce at least a little bit. She had 6 early points, but hasn't had much since then in the first quarter. So Copeland will look to cut the deficit a little bit, knocks down the first. That's the problem with this depth that Grandview has, only playing 6 or 7 people on the bench. And all of a sudden, a couple get in foul trouble, then you've got some issues. Copeland knocks down both of them, so she did a good job of getting things back under control for Grandview. Now a 7-point lead, a minute to play here in this second quarter. Rogers with it out top. Martins airballs that one, was way off, but Greenwood tried to save it, but saved it to
Went right to
Emma
Hall.
Hall.
Yeah.
Quickly up the court, Mackenzie
Oh.
Bush was all by herself, somehow saved it.
Good job by Mackenzie to hustle to the baseline and save it.
Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for take the last shot here, 50 seconds, but
Yeah, it's
if
a lot of time.
they could somehow do it. Copeland drives in again. Taylor Pierce, mid-range, no good, but looked like Emma Hall had it. Here comes Rogers on the other end in transition. She's going to pull it out wisely.
Now looks like Liberty Union.
Can't leave her.
No.
Man, they got away with one there. Can't leave Rogers, who's their best shooter. And now they will hold it.
Big break for the Bobcats.
For
now
sure.
the Cats will hold it and attempt the last shot down 7.
28-21.
16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Oh, they shoot it.
All misses. 5 seconds to play. Got to get back and defend here. 3 seconds.
2,
Putnam's got to put it up.
1.
Greenwood at the buzzer. No good.
No good.
So a hectic end to a half that felt under control for Grandview, but Liberty Union exploded there in that second quarter. So Grandview will look to get things back on track as we start the second half. Let's talk a little bit about scoring. Casey Murphy led the Bobcats with 10. Taylor Pierce had 6. Yoakum had 2, and Jayla Copeland had 3.
Yeah, Murphy and Pierce, they're chipping in. Other players have to do the same, and if they do, I think the Cats will pull this one out. They're only down 7. It's a manageable deficit. Just be disciplined. Convert on your free throw attempts, and Cats should do well.
Got to be careful with that foul trouble too. It's something to keep our eye on.
Right.
Casey Murphy has 2 fouls, as well as Hannah Yoakum, 2 of their top scorers. So they have to be careful with those 2 fouls. So we've talked about the depth issues for Grandview. Scoring-wise for the Lions, Martins led with 10 points. Claudia Rogers knocked down a couple threes. She had 8. And Kennedy Putnam had 5. So those are the 3 leading scorers for the Lions. Again, the score 28-21 at halftime. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the second half. Back here for the second half, just set to get going here. It's going to be Liberty Union to start things off. Grandview trailing at 28-21. And again, Casey Murphy and Hannah Yoakum both picked up 2 fouls there in that second quarter, so they'll have to be careful to start the third. It's going to be Makuch to inbound for the Lions.
Makuch.
Something like that.
Although I think you've used the same pronunciation the whole night, so you're doing a good job.
Thanks, Murph. Rogers with it finds a wide open.
Oh,
excuse me,
that
that's
weak stuff out of here.
That's Martins, and she was blocked by Casey Murphy. And now Grandview has it. It's going to be Murphy to lead the break. She tried to find Taylor Pierce, who was knocked out of bounds. So Grandview has it underneath. Yeah, Martins had it down low, and Casey Murphy sent it away. Tried to get it in, was knocked out by Rogers. Grandview keeps it. It's Emma Hall to trigger it in. Tried to find Yoakum in the corner, and once again knocked out of bounds. Dangerous pass. This one does find its way to Copeland. And Taylor Pierce from the top of the key, no good. Rebounded by the Lions. Here comes Rogers leading the break. Finds Edie, who's fouled.
Ooh.
I think that's Casey Murphy. If it is, it's her third.
No, yeah, that was. She went in for the block, but she didn't get all ball there, so.
And that's not good for Grandview here. Within 30 seconds, their leading scorer today, Murphy, picks up her third foul. Edie misses the first, and it looks like Brian O'Mara is going to roll the dice a little bit and keep in Casey Murphy with those 3 fouls.
Well, she's been far and away the Cats' leading producer so far, so maybe that.
Jump ball.
So maybe
will go to
O'Mara
Grandview.
feels like that Casey is his last shot.
Jump ball that time. Possession was to Grandview, so they'll get it, and now Yoakum will walk it up and get things started on offense for the Bobcats. 7:20 to play. Still no scoring here in this second half. There's Copeland to Yoakum, who penetrates, kicks. Copeland for 3. No good, but Casey Murphy grabs the rebound and kicks it out and resets. Murphy with it up to Pierce.
Cats definitely slowing it down right now.
They're trying to get a little bit under control. Yoakum turns it over. Martins had it, but Casey Murphy grabbed it back and scores. That's a big bucket for Grandview.
Big for the Cats to get the first strike of the second half.
28-23, 6:30 to play here in the third. Makuch over to Rogers. Down low, save. Now Edie has it. Yoakum, don't pick up your third. But Emma Hall fouls Edie. So Edie will go to the line for 2. So Casey Murphy now has 12 points for Grandview. And Edie's way off the mark there on that first one.
Just a bit outside.
Second one no good, and Emma
Big for the
Hall
Bobcats.
pulls it down, so 5-point game. Here comes Yoakum, pulls it out now.
Cats definitely slowing it down here.
Now finds Yoakum, wanted to shoot it, drives instead, got bumped, no
Thought
call.
I thought she was going to get a call there, but just incidental contact.
So now Makuch will walk it up, the point guard for the Lions. Now Rogers, guarded by Taylor Pierce. Up to Edie. Over to Rogers, and they're patient offensively right now. Into Savage. Thought that was a double dribble. She dribbled it with 2 hands there to start, but no call. And Grandview ends up with it. Here comes Copeland. Up to Taylor Pierce. drives in.
Quickly now. Oh.
No good, but Copeland's there to clean it up and scores. So Copeland has 5 for the Bobcats, and they've cut the deficit to 3. 4-0 run to start the second half here.
For 3 minutes into the second half here, Cats trail by 3. Now they trail by 5.
Rogers, nice move that time. The finger roll over Emma Hall and scored. Rogers has 10.
All right, 10 points for Rogers.
Emma Hall, top of the key. Wanted to shoot it for a second. They're sagging way off her on offense. Now Casey Murphy has it, and that's got to be a foul. I think they're going to get Edie.
Yep, they'll call that one.
And I think they might say this is a shooting foul. Looked like he held up 2 fingers.
Huh.
Wow.
She was definitely about to release it. I didn't feel like she did, but
That certainly didn't look like a
Cats
shooting
maybe
foul.
catch a break there.
First one off the mark for Murphy, who has 12 points, averages only 8, but got off to a really fast start for Grandview before she picked up that second foul. Now, remember, has 3. She picked up an early one here in the third, but missed both free throws there. Taylor Pierce tracks it down with a jump ball and is going to go to the Lions.
Yeah, Liberty Union, tough break for the Bobcats, but the Lions, they did have the possession arrow there. Cats need a big stop here.
Makuch walks it up. Grandview looking for their first win over Liberty Union here in Bobcat Gymnasium in 15 years. Hard to believe it's been that long. Good program Liberty Union has as this one's knocked out of bounds, stays with the Lions.
Yeah. Liberty Union, you were just talking about them, but they did have the Division III State Player of the Year last year, but they're 1-4. They really did lose a lot of talent, but they're still a good team, even though they are 1-4. But this is a proud program. Their record probably speaks to a lack of experience more than anything else.
All right, as Putnam puts it up, no good. Now Grandview has it. It's Yoakum leading the break. She goes all the way, kicks to Pierce in the corner, knocks down a jumper. Taylor Pierce has 8. Yeah, the Lions actually lost in the state championship last year to Summit Country Day.
They led at halftime.
They did. They ended up losing by 3.
So they dominate in soccer and in basketball. Cats fell victim to them in both state Final Fours.
Now here's, that's Martins who scores. She has 12 points. So back and forth a little bit now with 3:23 to play here in the third quarter. 32-27 is the Lion lead. Yoakum thought about a 3. Instead swings it over to Hall. Now Yoakum will launch a 3 from the corner. No good. Tracked down her own rebound. Ended up with Copeland. Casey Murphy for 3.
Yeah.
Banked it in.
That's her.
She's got 15 points now. Not sure if she meant to bank that one, but she cut the deficit now to 2. Grandview trailing 32-30. 2:50 to play in the third.
Yeah.
Martins drives in, puts up a jumper.
Casey Murphy, incidentally, has 4 3-point shots on the day. That's no good.
Rogers put up a 3, but Edie has the rebound. That's Savage. Kicks it out.
Oh.
Martins, who's blocked by Murphy. Here comes Grandview, trailing it by 2, and Grandview's going to call a timeout. 32-30, 2:30 to play here in the third quarter. Full timeout for Grandview. We'll be right back. Back after the timeout. Grandview trailing it by 2 with 2.5 to play here in the third quarter. Led by Casey Murphy's 15 points. Now Yoakum will set things up for Grandview. Taylor Pierce, top of the key. Yoakum on the wing, looks inside, almost lost it, did for a second. Finally has it back. Another three, Hannah Yoakum no good. Rebounded by Emma Hall, puts it up, and she got fouled.
Hall again, she is the Cats' top rebounder. She got in there again, and she'll have a chance to tie the game here.
Yoakum just off the mark with those threes, but this time Emma Hall was there to collect it and got fouled. So she actually has a chance to tie the game now. First one no good. No good again, but Taylor Pierce somehow pulls it down. Thought she got fouled, but no call. Back up to Pierce, mid-range jumper, good, and now we're tied. Pierce has 10.
Cats have erased a 9-point deficit, 32-32.
And 10 points for Pierce now. Under 2 minutes to play now in the third quarter. Here's Edie out top. She swings to Savage, who drives in on Emma Hall. Yoakum with the steal, and now off
Cats
to the
up numbers
races.
if they hurry.
There goes Yoakum all the way and scores. Grandview now leads at 34-32. Big third quarter for Grandview. See what happens when they get Murphy and Yoakum back on the floor.
She's been quiet today, but she got her second basket. That's 4 points on the night, but she gives the one that gives Grandview the lead.
Now Markuch got fouled. She'll go to the line. Casey Murphy actually checked out of the game. So the 5 on the floor right now are Yoakum, Bush, Hall, Copeland, and Pierce. Markuch at the line. Off on the first one. It looks like they're going to get Martins back in the game, the leading scorer for the Lions.
Isabel Girardi looks like she's going to come into the game.
Yeah, she's going to get Emma Hall.
Emma Hall.
So Girardi for Hall here for the last minute and 18 seconds of the third quarter. As Emma Hall did just pick up her third foul. So now both Emma Hall and Casey Murphy have 3 fouls. Excitement over that
really, yeah.
free throw.
It really, you would have thought that they just hit the shot to win the district championship or something.
Yoakum drives in.
Oh,
she shuffled
foul.
her feet.
Shuffled the shoes.
They wanted a foul, but no call. Instead, traveling on Grandview. So now 34-33, a minute to play here in the third quarter. And walks it up does Markuch. Almost stolen again by Yoakum. This one is by Girardi, and here comes Grandview. 2-on-2. She drives in. Blocking foul called on Markuch. That one was closer than the one down here, where they got Casey Murphy for a charge earlier in the game. But they get a blocking foul, and I believe that was on the floor. They say she was shooting. They did, so Copeland will go to the line. A little bit of a cleaner half foul-wise, just 3 on each side. Copeland sends the first one no good. Neither team's been very good from the free throw line. Second one up and good. So Copeland has 6, and Grandview leads it by 2 with 50 seconds to play in the third. And Markuch actually just picked up her third foul for the Lions. This is Rogers, no good. Rebounded by Yoakum, got to look up. Finds Pierce in transition, who scores.
Yeah, that That right there, that's what the Cats did well in the first half.
quarter,
They're
yeah.
doing it again.
Rogers tries to answer. She was fouled by Pierce. Rogers has used that move a couple different times. This one gets her to the free throw line. 20 seconds to play, Grandview by 4 here in the third quarter. Just the second foul
Liberty,
on.
they respond with a quick transition there, yeah.
Just the second foul on Pierce as Rogers is off the mark on the first. Second one short as well. Somehow Liberty Union gets the rebound. Foul called. That's number 14, Lauren Wagner. Has 1 point tonight. Interesting call that time. Didn't look like a ton of contact down there. But Wagner goes to the line. Man, that ball just fell to her there in the lane.
Yeah, and she tried to flip it up, and guess Cats took a few extra liberties there.
Wagner good on the first.
She seems to be a fan favorite amongst the Lion faithful.
Yeah, they're excited about free throws over there. Strangely. She misses the second and a jump ball.
Tie up Grandview ball.
Man, they got to reel those in down there. Get away with this one, though. They had the possession arrow. Now 17 seconds to play in the third. Murphy and Hall come on for the final shot. They'll take out Bush and Girardi. So Yoakum will walk it up 15 seconds. This should be the final possession of the third quarter. Grandview leading at 37-34.
We said the same thing in the second to end the first half, but
5 seconds to play. Hall all by herself.
I think that's going to be for real this time.
Yoakum floater at the buzzer, no good. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
Great third quarter.
Good third quarter for Grandview. Now lead it by 3 after trailing by, was it 7 to start?
9. They trailed 28-19, but the Cats, they're on an 18-6 run. I know math is, it's hard. It's hard.
It is. We'll be back for the fourth. Fourth quarter, Grandview and Liberty Union. Grandview with a slight edge, 37-34 as we start the fourth quarter. Grandview with their starting 5 on the court. It's Pierce, Murphy, Copeland, Hall, and Yoakum.
Cats, they have all 5 of the regulars out there. Cats, they've stayed out of foul trouble, which has been huge.
Two post players do have 3, though, Hall and Murphy. Yoakum has 2. She pulls down a good rebound, and now she's off to the races. Comes Grandview. Yoakum drives in. Oh, they're going to call a charge.
Yep, I saw that one coming from a mile away.
Yep, she was set for a while. It looked like she tried to almost scoot around her, but didn't quite get there. So charge on Hannah Yoakum. Now that's her 3rd. So the 3 core players for Grandview have 3 fouls. Taylor Pierce has 2. Drives in. This is Wagner scores. She has 4 points for the Lions, and it's a 1-point game. 3, Taylor Pierce.
Too strong.
And it ends up with Rogers. Here they come the other way. All wide open. That's Putnam. Liberty Union has the lead, and Putnam has 7 points. Copeland curls, goes up. Had to be a foul, no call. Copeland puts it back up. There's the foul.
Finally.
Jayla Copeland played well tonight for Grandview.
For sure, yep.
She'll go to the line to try to grab the lead back for the home team. 38-37, Lions lead. 6:52 to play here in the final period. First one up and good.
Big. You had to take it. Free throws. I mean, that's sort of a tongue twister, but charity stripe shots. I'll just say, just so there's no confusion. Yeah, but it's so imperative at this point in the game.
Yeah.
You have to convert at every chance you get.
Yeah, fourth quarter, the free throws are going to be big. Both teams nearing the bonus. Here's Rogers, drives in, kicks out. Martins, who's been quiet here in the second half, scoring-wise, after scoring 10 in the first. Now Casey Murphy pulls it out, 38-38, all tied up, 2 minutes in here to the fourth quarter. Taylor Pierce wide open top of the key, elected against it. Now Casey Murphy will launch for three. That's way off, and the Lions have it.
The Cats, they've been trying these three-point shots, but the shots are too strong.
Martins have it, swings it over to Putnam, no good. It was knocked out by Casey Murphy, though, and the Lions have it.
Good paint defense by the Cats there. 6 minutes left in the game.
Shows it up to Wagner. Top of the key, guarded by Joachim. Drives in on her, no call. Good defense that time. She somehow saved it to Makuch, though, and they'll reset. Drives in on Copeland, finger roll. No good, ball still loose. Good hustle over there by Wagner, but it's gonna go to Grandview. 38-38, 5:44 to play here in the fourth quarter, and Joachim will walk it up and set up things for Grandview offensively. Casey Murphy, Emma Hall now at the top of the key. Oh, and then she threw it away. He was looking for Copeland on the curl. There was nobody there. Another turnover for the Bobcats. Here's Rogers for the Lions, guarded by Taylor Pierce. Now Putnam driving in, kicks out to Wagner, who's played a lot here in this second half after not playing much in the first half. She loses it for a second, but kicks to Makuch. Over to Rogers, who slings it up, no good. Ball is loose, still loose. Emma Hall has it now, and here comes Grandview. Joachim finds Casey Murphy in transition. Knocks down a deep two. Now Casey Murphy has 17 points.
She has 18
18
points. She's
points,
almost
okay.
half the Cats' total so far. And she grabs the rebound.
Here she comes, 2-point lead for Grandview. She's leading the break, falls down,
Ooh.
and Grandview gets a timeout called just in time.
Smart call, smart call.
So 4:38 to play here in the fourth quarter. An exciting fourth quarter here. Should be exciting the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll be back here after the timeout. Back after the timeout, it's going to be Emma Hall to trigger it into Hannah Joachim. Again, 4:38 to play. Grandview 40, Liberty Union 38. Casey Murphy has the ball. She's been great tonight for Grandview. Now Joachim has it, drives in, open lane, misses the floater, gets it back for herself and goes up and gets fouled. So Hannah Joachim will go to the line, look to add to her 4-point total. That's 3 fouls on. They got number 3, but number 3 is not actually on the court. So interesting there. They got Kaylee Savage, who's not
It's
actually.
like in football when they call a holding penalty and they announce the foul on the wrong lineman.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but Yoakum knocked down the first. Misses the second, then commits a foul. Didn't need to do that.
No.
And that's going to be her third. This late in the game, that shouldn't be
No.
a huge deal.
You have to be smarter in that situation.
And that does send the Lions to the line, and that's actually 4 fouls on Hannah Yoakum, so that's certainly an issue for Grandview.
And
An unforced error that time, and she sends Greenwood to the line.
Coach O'Mare gives.
Or excuse me, Bradford, who knocked down the first. They're going to leave Yoakum in there with those 4 fouls.
Wow. Well, we said the same thing with Casey Murphy, and it ended up working out pretty well,
Yeah.
I'd say. But
So Bradford knocks down a pair,
big.
and Grandview leads it by 1. Big free throws that time for Bradford. Murphy on the wing. Pulls it out to reset. So we hit the halfway point here of the fourth quarter. Now Taylor Pierce with it. Finds Yoakum. Puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by
Didn't
Murphy.
get the roll there.
Somehow ends up with it. Yoakum, the mid-ranger. No good. Still
Gotta be
fighting
careful.
for it. Yeah, got to be careful. Don't pick up that foul. Now we're going to get a jump ball.
Grandview has.
Yeah, that'll be Grandview ball with 3:47 to play. A hectic possession that time. As it looks like we're going to get Martins to check in for the Lions here with 3:47 to play. She'll take out Bradford, who just knocked down those big free throws to cut the lead to 1. Emma Hall to send it in. That was knocked out of bounds by Makuch. Is he going to say, no, that's got to be Grandview ball. I thought he pointed for a second. It looked like he pointed the other way, but it is going to be Grandview ball. They've had a tough time getting it in on those inbounds plays under the basket. This one was easy, though, and now Yoakum has it. Yep. Emma Hall is trying to find Casey Murphy, turned it over, and Makuch has it for the Lions. Close game here late in the fourth quarter. 1-point lead for Grandview. This is Wagner on the wing. Up to Rogers, swings it over to Makuch. Back up to Rogers, who's guarded closely by Pierce. Needs to be. She can shoot the 3. Back cut, threw it away. Good defense that time by Taylor Pierce. She recognized it. And it was thrown away. Another turnover. A lot of turnovers on both sides tonight.
Yeah. I don't think we're keeping count of that, but yeah, definitely. Well, first 3 possessions, we had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
So that explains it.
Under 3 minutes now. There's another turnover, and Rogers on the run out. Makes a layup. And the Lions have the lead. 42-41. Rogers now has 12 points. And Grandview's going to use a full timeout. 2:41 to play in the fourth quarter. Liberty Union leads at 42-41. We'll be right back. 2:41 to play. Grandview will have it on the side, trailing by 1. Gets it in barely to Copeland, almost turned it over. In the timeout, Mackenzie Bush checked in for Hannah Yoakum. Here's Pierce. Didn't look at the basket, had a little lane if she wanted it. Now Emma Hall in the corner. Up to Bush. Bush back to Hall. Patient offensively here for the Bobcats. Here's Casey Murphy, drives in, kicks out. Hall, a big jumper, no good. Murphy's there for the rebound. Can't get it to go. Pierce does.
Cats retake the lead.
So Taylor Pierce, the freshman, with 14 points. Average is 17, nearing that average as we're under 2 minutes. Grandview leading it by 1. Now the Lions, there's Putnam with it. Up to Wagner. Back cut, good D by Taylor Pierce, saved by.
Oh, good balance by Casey Murphy there.
Here go quickly up the court to Mackenzie Bush, puts up a layup and scores.
Cats lead by 3. 90 seconds left.
Big
Oh,
three.
that's a deep shot.
Deep 3 by Rogers. We've seen her take a couple
That one was
tonight.
pretty ill-advised,
It
in
was
my opinion.
early in the shot clock, but a steal.
Oh,
Here comes Rogers, draws a foul. Early in the possession, I mean, not the shot clock.
it's probably not a bad foul there.
Tough turnover, though. Grandview had it up 3.
Yeah, they could have effectively finished it right there.
Yes. Mackenzie Bush with a big basket on the other end, though. Her first points of the night. As Rogers steps to the line and knocks down the first one. She now has 13 points to lead Liberty Union. Now 14 in a 1-point game. A minute to play. Copeland will run it up for Grandview. And she traveled.
Oh,
She did travel.
turnovers, turnovers, turnovers.
So 2 big turnovers on the last couple possessions for Grandview, and it leaves Liberty Union right in the game. So Grandview went from up 3 with the ball to up 1, and now the Lions have it. As we're nearing a minute to play here in the 4th. Rogers drives in. Putnam with it. Now Makuch. Big offensive possession here for the Lions. Putnam drives in, goes up left-handed, blocked by Murphy. And now Grandview has it in transition. Got to be careful here. And Grandview, Coach O'Mara over there quickly called a timeout. I think what was
They thought
probably
they're going
the right
way
call.
too fast there.
Yeah, up with a lead under a minute to
53
play.
54 seconds really. There's no shot clock.
So a quick timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout for Grandview. So 45-44, 53 seconds to play. Grandview will have it. And you have to think Liberty Union will have to start fouling here soon if Grandview doesn't.
Depending on how Grandview.
Right.
Yeah.
The way this game's
Based off
gone,
of what
though.
offense they.
Yeah, the way this game's gone, though, with the turnovers, that's going to be a key. And free throws coming down the stretch. We talked about that earlier in the 4th quarter, how big free throws are late in games. They're probably going to have to be big here. Might be the difference maker. As it's going to be the same 5 on the floor. Mackenzie Bush, Taylor Pierce, Casey Murphy, Emma Hall, and Jayla Copeland. Enter it to Murphy. Under 50 seconds now, and they're going to foul Murphy immediately, actually. That's just their 6th team foul, so one more.
They have one to give, yep.
Get it into Murphy once again. She goes towards the basket. She's going to try and score, actually. Misses a layup, gets her own rebound, and puts it in. That's a big basket. 20 points now for Murphy. And now Liberty Union's got to go quickly. They left Rogers all alone. Rebounded by Murphy. Now you slow it up. Got to watch out behind.
Yeah, Cats are going way too fast here.
And we're going to get a foul called. And man, the Bobcats caught a break on the other end. Left the best three-point shooter maybe on the floor.
She had a wide open look there.
That would have been the tie of the game. With 27 seconds now, 47-44 is the score. And it'll be a 1-1 for Casey Murphy, who's been huge for Grandview tonight. First one, no good, but Pierce gets the rebound and then misses a layup, gets her own rebound and goes up.
Another foul.
Man, Taylor Pierce has also been really good for Grandview tonight. She has 14 and has worked hard on the boards as well.
Casey Murphy, she obviously has been the MVP of the game, but Taylor Pierce, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention her performance tonight.
Yeah, she's played great. It's another 1-1. The foul was on the floor. And Pierce knocks it down. That's a big free throw.
It's now a 2-possession game.
Big free throw that time to extend the lead to 4. 24 seconds to play. Second one, no good. Rebounded by Emma Hall, so Grandview still has it. They kick it out to Copeland, and she's fouled. So Grandview trying to win this game on the offensive glass.
Yep.
Yeah. Make some free throws here. A couple free throws here go a long way for Grandview with 20 seconds to go. Still another 1-1 though for Copeland. No good. And Emma Hall's in there again. This time they're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to go to the Lions.
Liberty Union.
But man, Grandview working hard on the offensive glass.
Lions, they're going to have to go real fast here.
Yep, 19 seconds, trailing it by 4. Rogers gets it at half court. Now 15 seconds. Rogers drives in. Layup no good. Rebounded by Murphy, and she's fouled.
Big.
Rogers got the look she wanted. Just wasn't able to finish it at the rim. So now Casey Murphy at the line for 2 shots now in the double bonus with 12 seconds remaining. Chance to almost ice this one here if you can get both of these to go. First one good.
It's 21 on the day for Murphy.
And what a day she's had. Been active both offensively and defensively for Grandview. Second one, no good. 10 seconds remaining. Liberty Union's got to go quickly. They get it up to Rogers, launches a quick 3. No good. It's Martins who has it. Still on the ground. 2 seconds.
Ball game.
1 second. That's it. So Grandview comes away with a hard-fought 49-44 victory and moved to 4-1 in the MSL Ohio, 4-3 overall. So let's talk about scoring a little bit.
Casey Murphy, she's the MVP of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. She had 21 points to lead Grandview, and Taylor Pierce also had 15. Those are 2 of definitely the key scorers for Grandview. They helped a lot, and we talked about it at halftime. Grandview trailing, they really picked it up in the second half.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they got back to the basics. Cats, they had fast transitions in the first half. They were very disciplined. They were the more disciplined team in the second half, and that was huge. Cats in the second and third quarters, they kind of deviated from their methods of not turning the ball over and not committing fouls, but they certainly went back to that in the fourth, and that's what won them the game.
Now all of a sudden, Grandview's won 4 out of their last 5 games after dropping their first 2. So on a little bit of a roll are these Bobcats after the 49-44 win. Again, we'll be back on Saturday for the boys basketball game against Watterson. Not sure exactly who will be on
I know I'll be here for that one.
Murph will be here that one. Again, make sure if you can't make it out that you're tuning into the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Again, final 49-44, the final. Grandview wins it. From Ben McCullough and Murphy Horning, we'll see you guys.